Hey, this is David and welcome to the Crossed Rifles, where today we do an Infantry Blue Glock 19 with a custom hand grenade stipple pattern, a combat infantry badge, and a surprise for the customer.
Alright guys, so today we're going to do a special project that's going to involve some laser engraving. First thing we're going to do is we're going to coat a Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS, and we're going to coat it in as close as we can to infantry blue. For those of you that know what that is, it's really close to that. We had to special mix this, and we did this with about 30 mLs of It's a Boy. And what were we, 17? James is behind the camera today. I think we were at 17 for blue titanium, and we've gotten what we consider really close. We dipped a pen in there, we looked at it, and we set it next to some stuff that we think is the right color. So we're gonna put this through a 100 mesh strainer, and we're using 100 mesh because blue titanium is a metallic. So once we throw that through, we'll get prepped. And we're going to spray the frame, the slide, some base plates, and the mounting plate itself in this infantry blue color. After that's all done, we'll just kind of let you guys watch that. There's nothing special. I've got the sleeve on because we're going to do some funky stuff and move our arms around in a weird way, and I don't want to spray my arms. We'll just let you guys watch. We'll let it air cure for 15 minutes. We'll throw it in the oven, completely bake it out. 2 hours, a little bit longer at 180. And then we'll probably try to show some laser engraving too.
So I just wanted to take some time real quick while I'm spraying this out to give ourselves a quick plug for our basic Cerakote spray tutorial. You'll find it on our YouTube channel. It's going to cover a lot of things like how to adjust the gun as well as how to spray certain parts like this frame here and the slide in a second. So that should answer any questions on how to do a basic spray, gun settings, and how to get specific parts. Go check that out and it'll cover everything that I'm doing here.
So real quick on this one, a couple things I want to say now because I might forget post video. I don't know if you noticed or if you guys caught that or if we're even going to edit it in or out. We had to grab that slide out of here. We must have not have blown it off well enough. There was a lot of lint on it. I don't know what was going on. The frame did not have any of that, so I knew it wasn't the Cerakote, but something was really sticking to that slide. So James, just now while I was spraying these other pieces, he just acetone dipped that thing, wiped it off, got it in the sandblaster, blew everything off, acetoned it again, and then hit it with air to get it clean, and it's looking real smooth right now. Another thing about this color, and every color is different. If you've been spraying for a while, you'll know that some of these Cerakote colors are really thick, like glue. And if you haven't, you should be aware some of these Cerakote colors are thick like glue. You can usually tell when you're putting it in the gun through the strainer, how fast it's going through the strainer. It's a Boy. We know blue titanium sprays really well and it's a pretty liquid, pretty smooth running. It's a Boy must be one of those thicker colors. And it's usually those pigments, light blues, zombie greens, whites, red, depending on which one you're going to spray. They're hard to clean, they get all over the place, and they don't go through, they don't flow as fast. They've got a lower viscosity. Higher viscosity. We've got higher viscosity. Science. But no, so I had to get super close to spray that. I was closer than 5 inches. I was probably more like a 3-inch spray because that first pass I took on the frame, it was dry. It wasn't spraying wet. So I had to get a little bit closer and really give full good strokes to get that wet spray so that we didn't get a dry spray on it. But I wanted to throw these things at you real quick. We got all the parts done. We're going to let them air cure for at least 15 minutes. We'll throw them in the oven, bake them out, and maybe we'll have some cool laser engraving stuff to show you too.
We're going to show some quick laser engraving here. If you guys are interested in more laser engraving material and seeing some more videos including that, leave a comment below and we'll try to include some of that on our YouTube channel. This particular Glock, this was a special job for me, and one of the reasons I sprayed it personally instead of having one of the other guys do it is All of you guys know that the name of the channel is The Crossed Rifles. The name of the shop is Crossed Rifles. And if you don't know, that's the insignia of the infantryman. I spent 12 years as an infantry guy in the Army myself. And this particular customer drives an hour and 45 minutes one way to purchase firearms from us and also have his firearms customized. And being an infantry guy, his sense of humor is almost the same as ours. So we left him a little surprised that he was already halfway aware was going to be on there when he commissioned this particular project. At this point, you're going to take a look at some pictures of the final project. You might see that surprise in there. I'm going to ask if you really enjoyed the quality of the video that you saw today and some of the content. Go down there below, hit that subscribe button, like this video, subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out, and we're trying to bring some better content to you all out there and really teach some good Cerakote spray tips. So if you have any comments or questions, make sure to leave them below as well. And I really do appreciate you guys sticking along for these videos and kind of seeing some of the different ways that we customize things. And Dave and I are really excited that we can do this.